Hi, my name's Joe Brewer, and I'm a change strategist. Today, I want to continue with my series of book reviews on material that I think are helpful for people that want to create large-scale social change. The book that I'm reviewing today is The Emperor of All Maladies, a biography of cancer by Siddhartha Mukherjee. And this is a book that paints the history. It tells the story of how cancer research began in the early history of human civilization and the earliest recorded cases back in ancient Egypt, all the way through the medical discoveries of the last few centuries, and especially in the last 100 years up to the present. And the reason that this book is so important for those of us that want to create social change is that it goes through and explores how ideas can compete with each other within different groups of people, and how the competitions between those different activities can lead to progress. And in this case, the book, focusing on cancer, helps us understand the relationship between, say, the advances in surgical procedures and the power dynamics of surgeons as very important people and powerful people in medical institutions in, say, the late 19th and early 20th centuries. And then new technological and scientific discoveries associated with genetics and pharmaceuticals that led to chemotherapy and then later hormone therapy for dealing with cancer. And one thing that I really loved about this book is that even as it dealt with this really difficult and somewhat depressing topic of cancer and the hardships and how difficult it was for people to survive when they were diagnosed with cancer. And a lot of the book focuses on leukemia and cancer in children, which is a difficult topic to study. But as you go through and read the history of how far we've come and how much we now understand, and also specifically the ways that the advances were made, it actually is quite an inspiring and hopeful story. So, for example, we now are in a place where the complexity of our approach to treating cancer is on par with the complexity of cancer itself, meaning that it's becoming a tractable problem and something that, while we may never get rid of cancer entirely, it's becoming much more of a treatable type of disease or category of many diseases that we now deal with on a regular basis. And so what I love about this book is that it shows us how to understand the way that advances can be made in really complex issues, how much progress can be made in just a few decades, and also the interplay of institutional, cultural, and technological changes can all come together and converge to solve really difficult problems. So if you're interested in understanding how cultural systems can evolve in time, where there are very difficult problems with direct human consequences, and how progress can be made over a span of time through collaboration, institution building, policy design, science and policy interactions, and the passion and dedication of individual people, then this is really a wonderful book to read. And of course, it did win the Pulitzer Prize, and it's quite widely read already. But I want to suggest that it should be part of the toolkit for people that are trying to create large-scale social change. So that's it. Go out and get The Emperor of All Maladies if you want to understand how cultural evolution can guide the solving of very difficult problems in society. And let me know what you think. All right, thanks a lot.